Parmigiano Reggiano, called by some the king of cheeses, is a cooked and aged Italian hard cheese which provides numerous nutritional benefits to its consumer. In the European Union, Parmigiano Reggiano and Parmesan cheese are protected designations of origin, meaning, by law, these terms can only be used to describe the official cheese product of the Parmigiano Reggiano Cheese Consortium. So what makes this distinguished dairy product so special? The answer is two kinds of bacteria, thermophilic lactic acid bacteria and heterofermentative lactic acid bacteria. Lactic acid bacteria, or LAB, is the term for any microbe which metabolizes sugar into lactic acid, a process essential for producing the flavor characteristic of every dairy product. Thermophilic LABs can only grow in warmer than average temperatures, while heterofermentative LABs can produce metabolites other than lactic acid. These metabolites are what create distinctive flavors and textures for different types of dairy products, including carbon dioxide, a gas that produces air bubbles in cheeses like Gouda, and acetaldehyde, a principal component of yogurt flavor. To make Parmigiano Reggiano, a raw milk mixture of partly skimmed evening milk and whole morning milk is heated to around 22 degrees Celsius. This mixture forms the foundation for the cheese-making process, providing the lactose our LABs like to snack on. Natural wheat starter is then added to the milk, introducing the majority of the bacteria which will be snacking on that lactose, and creating the essential byproducts for our cheese. With these two main microbial ingredients introduced to each other, calf rennet powder is added to the mixture, coagulating curds that solidify the cheese. These curds are then broken up for 2 to 4 minutes in the milk, before being cut and cooked again for an additional 10 to 15 minutes at a temperature which rises from 42 to 56 degrees Celsius. Nice and toasty for our thermophilic LABs. These curds, covered with whey, are left to rest for 40 to 60 minutes before entering the circular wooden molds that give Parmigiano Reggiano wheels their unique shape. For 3 days, the cheese is held at 20 degrees Celsius, and the wheels are consistently turned to drain off excess whey, before being salted by immersion in brine for 20 to 24 days. It is at this point in the cheese-making process, about 30 days after microbial introduction, that the thermophilic LABs disappear and the heterofermentative strains start to take over. After salting, the cheese is made to ripen at 16 to 18 degrees Celsius and 85% relative humidity in storerooms. Again, being frequently turned. The longer the heterofermentative bacteria are allowed to thrive in this environment and create their favorable byproducts, the richer the flavor profile of the final product, which is why the Parmigiano Reggiano Cheese Consortium mandates a minimum aging of 1 year for each wheel. After 12 to 30 months of patient waiting, the final product you receive is a rich, crumbly, and surprisingly healthy cheese that is high in protein, low in fat, and remarkably lactose-free, thanks to our hard-working bacteria.